thing is boxing, this is really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind.
Over the years, what do you think of that?
Sad. Just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever.
Barrios is a great dude. He's young, he's strong. I think Pacquiao's coming back because he wants to make history. Pacquiao is a person that loves to help. He helps. People love him in his country.
The upcoming showdown between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios is more than just a fight, it's a clash of pride, legacy, and relentless determination. Both fighters enter the ring with something to prove. Barrios, young and ambitious, is eager to test himself against a legend, while Pacquiao brings decades of experience and an unshakable champion spirit. For Pacquiao, this isn't about age or speed, it's about mental strength. He believes that boxing starts in the mind, and without belief in oneself, there's no reason to fight at all.
Boxing, this is really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have interest to punish yourself like that, for hard work, you enjoy doing hard work, training like that, discipline, then go like continue boxing. But
you let him be successful.
Of course. But something like comes to your mind, like especially in the middle of like preparation, like let's say 2 months after 1 month training is hard, like basic.
Renowned trainer Joel Diaz has voiced serious concerns about Pacquiao's return at the age of 46. He believes there comes a point when stepping away is wiser than stepping back into the ring. Diaz warns that although Pacquiao's dedication is unmatched, time is an unavoidable opponent. Against younger, more active fighters, the risks, both to his health and his legacy, are considerable. For Diaz, Pacquiao has already proven everything there is to prove.
Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably the same size as Margarito. Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. In my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
While many fighters admire Pacquiao and hope to see him victorious, not all believe it's realistic. One fighter admitted he wants Manny to win, but sees Barrios as the favorite. In his prime, Barrios brings speed, power, and a strategic edge that could overwhelm even a legend. Though he respects Pacquiao's greatness, he views Barrios as the wrong opponent for a comeback, too sharp, too hungry, and fully prepared to seize this moment.
You're about to do 10 rounds of sparring.
Yes, sir.
Give me 12 days away, Manny Pacquiao Barrios. Who wins and why?
Man, I really hope Pacquiao wins. I really don't see it happening. I think Barrios right now, he's in his prime. He got real good trainers behind him. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Pacquiao don't got, but I just think that the age and stuff like that is gonna play a big role in that fight.
Former Pacquiao opponent Keith Thurman offers a unique perspective. Recalling Pacquiao's sharp form against Eudenis Ugas, Thurman noted that the Filipino icon still had impressive speed and conditioning. While acknowledging Barrios' power, Thurman believes Pacquiao can absorb the pressure if he returns in similar shape. Having felt Pacquiao's explosiveness firsthand, Thurman maintains that experience and timing could allow him to weather Barrios' attacks and even turn the fight in his favor.
Pacquiao coming back, I don't like when Pacquiao comes back off layoffs. When he fought me, he was active. Even though he was at the age that he was very active. I think I was like his third fight that year, or his third fight within like 13, 14 months, right? So he was very active at the time. And then when he fought Ugas after COVID, after the victory over me, scheduled to fight Spence, injury, had to fight Ugas, last minute replacement, yada, yada, yada. but Ugas got the best of him, right? And now coming off of another layoff, I think Mario Barrios can box smart and get the best of him. The dangerous thing is Mario Barrios is there to be hit. You know, I caught him, I rocked him, Tank got him with a body shot, and you know, Pacquiao is still gonna have some clippers. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have some clippers on him. You know, so if he clips the chin, if he clips the body right, you know, I think he has an opportunity of hurting Barrios. But not sure what the speed's gonna look like at this time. The weight coming off, he's done a few exhibitions. He hasn't had to be at that upper echelon of fighting per se. So it's gonna be interesting, man. A lot of fight fans are just gonna enjoy to see what Pacquiao brings to the table. But I highly doubt I'll have an opportunity to get a rematch. You know, I'm not gonna not take it. You know, I've been wanting to punch that boy for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it'd be exciting to see him do great.
Speculation has swirled that Pacquiao's comeback is just a cash grab, another retired fighter chasing an easy payday through a low-risk exhibition. But insiders say that narrative is false. According to those close to him, Pacquiao is taking this fight seriously, undergoing intense training and preparing for a real war. He understands Barrios' threat and isn't underestimating him. This isn't about showmanship, it's about legacy, and Pacquiao is determined to prove he still belongs at the elite level.
Thinking, well, what's the worst version of Manny we could see? We've seen the best versions of Manny. What's the worst version of Manny we could see against Mario Barrios? And that ain't it. You're gonna get a Manny Pacquiao that is fine-tuned, a Manny Pacquiao that is ready, a Manny Pacquiao that has, check this out, not been sitting down watching exhibitions and saying, I'm about to have an exhibition fight. That's what that was. That was him sitting down, sad because he hadn't been in sport in a little while, and he saw a little opportunity for him to do something. And I'm not sure if the people around him told him that he should get ready for it, but when you're on the outside and you're looking at what's going on with these exhibitions, and it's an easy way to make money and use your image and all that kind of stuff, that's what he did. He got ready for an exhibition. 3 rounds. I mean, the moment I heard you say 3 rounds, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just keep moving past it. This is not the same thing. He knows this is a 12-round war against Azteca, Mario Barrios. He's not going to come to the ring in any way, shape, form, or fashion the way that he did against Ampo. And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, if he does, I'll drop down and give you 100 push-ups straight. It ain't gonna happen. We got elite Mario Barrios who's earned his position of being elite. He's elite. I hear what you're saying about his mentality. I just got a feeling that even though he's going through the rhythm and the routine of that's Pacquiao and I'm just Mario Barrios.
Trainer Robert Garcia believes Pacquiao made a smart tactical decision in choosing Barrios as an opponent. While not an easy fight, Garcia suggests Barrios is a more favorable matchup than rising stars like Jaron Boutsenis or Virgil Ortiz, who could pose greater danger. Barrios is strong and skilled, but Pacquiao's style might be better suited for this challenge. According to Garcia, it's a calculated risk and one that still gives Pacquiao a real shot at victory.
4 years out of the ring and everything against Mario Barrios. Your thoughts on that fight?
Look, I think it's a fight that just because of the card that they put together, it's gonna do really good. The arena is gonna be sold out. People are gonna order on pay-per-view. I think it's gonna do really good numbers because of the whole undercard. I think Pacquiao, you know, went to the I can't say the easiest because Barrios is a world champion, so I can't say he's easy either, man. But it did, you know, if you know, he wouldn't fight against Norman.
Yeah.
He would fight against Boots. You know what I mean? Because Boots was the champion. Now that he wouldn't have fought against Boots. He would have never fought against Norman. Those guys would have hurt Pacquiao. So he chose Barrios, which also fights for PBC, so made it a lot easier. But Barrios is just he's young, he's big, he's hungry. You know, he's at performance that we question his, you know, skills, chin.
but he has heart, man. He has heart, and Pacquiao's 26, so that's a big difference right there. I don't, man. I would love to see Pacquiao make history and become, the youngest. He already is the oldest welterweight champion.
Yeah.
But 6 years later, he's gonna break his own record.
Barrios' trainer didn't mince words, sending a clear message to Team Pacquiao: Barrios is ready. While acknowledging Pacquiao's years of training under Freddie Roach, he made it clear that Barrios has also been learning from elite camps and refining his craft. This isn't a green fighter stepping into the spotlight, it's a focused, well-prepared athlete who knows exactly what he's up against. Both camps understand the stakes, and neither is taking the other lightly. This will be a battle of equals, not eras.
A lot of time we spent together. Picked up a lot of things from you. Freddie, you know I was in that gym a long time, Freddie. I picked up a lot of things watching those camps from Manny Pacquiao right there, baby. We know a lot of things from there. I was in there every day watching him. And unfortunately for him, there's a lot of things we're going to bring to the table on July 19th of the things that I seen with Manny Pacquiao. We're coming, baby. You know that, Freddie. I was there a lot of time, Freddie. We did a lot of time in there, in and around Manny Pacquiao. You know that, Freddie. And you know that too, Manny.
Despite the concerns surrounding his return, hope remains strong among fans and fellow fighters who still see Manny Pacquiao as a living legend. He's more than just a boxer, he's a symbol of resilience and greatness. Many in the boxing world would love to witness one final triumph from the iconic Filipino. Even at 46, with the odds stacked against him, Pacquiao's comeback has inspired admiration for his courage and willingness to challenge himself once more. At this stage, it's no longer just about wins and losses, it's about legacy. It's about proving that true greatness can defy time, and that the spirit of a champion never fades.
What do you think of Manny Pacquiao?
The GOAT.
I think he wins his next fight against Barrios.
For sure. I love seeing it, he's a legendary fighter and someone that I've watched on tape and studied and also.
Great person too.
I never met him for in real life, but
You never met him?
never.
Trainer Robert Garcia didn't just speak about Pacquiao as a fighter, he praised him as a man. He emphasized that Pacquiao's motivations go beyond personal achievement. He represents his people, carrying their pride and hopes into the ring. While Garcia acknowledges that this may be one of the most difficult challenges of Pacquiao's career due to his age, he also believes that Manny's unique blend of athleticism and determination could lead to something remarkable. For Garcia, this fight isn't just about titles, it's about identity, purpose, and the millions who still believe in him.
Out of fight, do you understand why maybe Pacquiao's coming back maybe after a performance like that against a Mario Barrios?
Well, look, after Barrios' last performance, I think Pacquiao wasn't the only one. I think there was many calls to the Cubas and PBC people about fighting Barrios. But Barrios is a great dude. He's young, he's strong. I think Pacquiao's coming back because he wants to make history. Pacquiao is a person that loves to help. He helps. People love him in his country, and not only in his country, in the whole world. People love him. People always support him. People are behind him, and he's doing it to make history. If he becomes champion, there's been very few that could do something that have done something like that in their 40s to come back and actually mid 40s, late 40s, and come back and become world champion. He just wants to make history and be the best in history, because maybe he will. But it's gonna be tough. 46, bro, I'm 4 years older than him, man.
4 years ago, you didn't want to make a comeback?
Man, I didn't want to make a comeback when I was 30, and I had been retired for only 4 years, and I was 30, and a lot of people tell me, Robert, you're young, Robert, you can still do something. There's a lot of fights, Morales, Barrera, even Pacquiao was already fighting. There's a lot of money out there, but man, I didn't feel like doing it. So it's different. Mikey, Mikey's 37, and we've told him, Mike, you can still do 1 or 2 more fights, and he just feels like, at 37. So just imagine 10 years.
Veteran commentator Jim Lampley offered a more emotional and introspective view. While he wasn't surprised by Pacquiao's return, he admitted it brought a tinge of sadness. Lampley noted that fighters like Manny often find it difficult to walk away, not because of financial need, but because they miss the adrenaline, the lights, and the roar of the crowd. For many legends, the ring becomes part of who they are. He understands Pacquiao will be well compensated, but he also wonders about the emotional toll, questioning if one more night under the lights is ever truly enough.
Over the years, what do you think of that?
Sad. It's just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever. However, on the other hand, fighters fight. It's what they do. Hey, Jim Lampley was gone for 6 years. Was it stupid for him to choose to come back and fall a fight? Was it a risk? Was there a possibility that he could embarrass himself and fall on his face? Are there some viewers and listeners out there who think that's exactly what he did? Sure, that's possible. But I was back doing something I love and I was getting paid for it. So I understand why Manny wants to come back and do something he loves and get paid for it. But it's one thing to talk into a microphone when you've been a few years away and you're a little bit older. It's entirely a different thing to go in and get hit.
One thing nearly all analysts agree on: age is Pacquiao's toughest opponent. No matter how skilled or experienced a fighter is, time eventually catches up. Reflexes dull, stamina fades, and injuries linger longer. Even with elite training, no fighter can fully reverse the clock. This doesn't mean Pacquiao is without a chance, but every second in the ring carries more danger now. The margin for error has never been slimmer. Experience counts, but sometimes youth simply prevails.
So Manny Pacquiao's gonna get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, Mario Barrios is far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year and he arguably lost to a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. This dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about this fight.
For many, the real reason fighters like Pacquiao return isn't about money or even legacy, it's emotional. It's about chasing the irreplaceable feeling of standing under the lights, hearing the crowd, and being the center of it all. That thrill is hard to walk away from, and harder still to forget. Retirement can't replicate that rush. But as some observers warn, nostalgia can be risky. In his last fight, Pacquiao didn't look like his old self, and the signs of decline were clear.
I understand that Manny Pacquiao was the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's an 8 Division World Champion, one of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport of boxing. He's a great family man, great philanthropist, does a lot for his community. I ain't saying nothing bad about Manny Pacquiao. In fact, I'm wearing him for his well-being. Even with some of the boxing greats like Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, just to name a few. Benoit Hopkins, personally, my favorite fighter of all time. They don't know how to let the game go, right? They always get that itch. They miss the allure. The crowd, the cheers, the boos, the spectacle that comes with the sport of boxing. I get it. I can understand why Manny Pacquiao is still trying to hold on to what was in the past, right? Which is why my beef was with Mario Barrios. Because, bro, you need your ass whipped, right? Because last time I saw Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition fight, let alone a real fight versus Davis Ugas, he looked terrible. He looked like he was about to get stopped. Remember the fight that was supposed to happen between him and Errol Spence? And things like that. I'm going to come in and put on a one-sided ass whooping and things like that. Manny Pacquiao is a great future Hall of Famer. He's a legend, but I feel like my skills and fundamentals is going to be the deciding factor in that fight. Remember when Errol Spence pulled out of that fight due to an eye injury? Manny Pacquiao lost to Yordenis Ugas. The same Yordenis Ugas that's been getting dinged on ever since he fought Errol Spence. Instead of trying to unify the division with Brian Norman, who currently holds the WBO strap, right? Instead of trying to unify with another unified champion at 147 as Jerome Martinez, who many deem as the new boogeyman in the sport, especially at 147. Yeah, I said it. You decide to fight Manny Pacquiao. for the big payday, for the payday, in my Canelo voice. And I say all that to say, bro, you know you need your ass whipped, right? Boxing guys don't like ugly. If you keep playing with the sport of boxing, eventually the sport of boxing is gonna get back at you. And oh man, when Brian Norman, or dare I even say Jerome Boots, that's even if you have the balls to fight them, yeah, I said it, get their hands on you, you gonna get stopped, bro, because you know you dead wrong for going up against a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Facts, he threw a big facts.
Jim Lampley elaborated on that sentiment, explaining how deeply addictive the ring can be for fighters. No other experience delivers that same rush, that same purpose. When the chance to fight again arises, many simply can't say no. It's not just about money, it's about feeling alive in the only way they truly understand.
In a friendship way. I said, Ray, why is it that you can't give this up? It's one of the greatest quotes I ever heard. He said, Jim, I tried owning restaurants and I tried eating in restaurants. I tried dancing in nightclubs and I tried owning nightclubs. I did every other thing I could do that was supposed to give me that kind of feedback. There is nothing in life that matches the moment of standing up off your stool, sweat glistening on your chest, naked in the eyes of the world except for those trunks and shoes, and stepping forward into the spotlight to face another man.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for tuning in and stay with us for more coverage, insights, and updates from the boxing world. Until next time.